Here at St. Francis College, we're about to see two formidable opponents debate over Common Core. Saul Stern is a prominent conservative with the Manhattan Institute who's written for many major publications, and Peter Wyatt Wood is an anthropologist serving as president of the National Association of Scholars, also a conservative.
A phrase that frequently comes up in the Common Core apologetics is that this thing is supposed to be internationally benchmarked. It's a plain out-and-out lie. The thing was never internationally benchmarked.
Mr. Stern and Mr. Wood have gone head-to-head in print before. They even published a book presenting their different arguments on the Common Core standards. Both agreed that progressive ideas had destroyed education in the United States since the 1960s. Mr. Stern saw Common Core as the best hope after many failed approaches.
We've tried everything else. We've tried vouchers, we've tried charter schools, we've tried the left solution, spend more money. None of this has worked. I believe this has a chance because it specifically calls for schools to implement a content-based curriculum.
The content-based curriculum is one that emphasizes factual knowledge, an approach championed by education writer E.D. Hirsch. Mr. Stern spent some time educating those present about Hirsch.
He was able to establish, again, on citing consensus science, that essential to reading understanding by 8th grade was background knowledge.
But Mr. Wood was not as impressed with Hirsch or his influential 1987 book, Cultural Literacy.
But it was really a call for essentially making sure that students had superficial knowledge because they needed that to read. Is a utilitarian argument. It wasn't knowledge for knowledge's sake. It was learn a bit about history in order so that you can understand at a superficial level other material. The content of the K-12 standards as they stand is pretty doubtful too. It's rocky on math, in which it tends to treat math as a theoretical study rather than a practical study. And on English, the English language arts as they're called, it puts this big emphasis on informational texts and lowers down the regard in which we've long held literature and learning to read for purposes beyond just learning to read instruction manuals.
Would you believe in the concept of national standards if they were set in a way that different students from different backgrounds would be able to reach them?
I don't believe in national standards. I think each state should have its own standards. It shouldn't be a federal thing. It should be like the states should control the curriculum and the stuff like that.
I'm personally against the Common Core. I think there should be like a form of national standards, like your children, they should know. I do think that if like teachers, like children's psychologists who like specialize with working with students and knowing what levels of cognitive development they're at, if they came together and do it, I'd be for it.
St. Francis College put together a valuable and well-attended debate today that's given us a chance to look beyond the traditional right-left arguments on Common Core. But the debate clearly is not over. Reporting for Currents, I'm Konrad Aderer.